Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Flagler Weather Update. Today is the 10th of January, 2026, if you can believe it. And we're going to be taking a look at the weather for the weekend and in the days ahead. So, again, a reminder, if you tune in late, you can always rewind and rewatch. So right now we're taking a look at the satellite imagery, and you can see the clouds building up over the state of Florida, where you got high pressure system off to our east. You can kind of see the winds like down in southern Florida, down here in SoFlo. They're coming in out of the southeast, drawing in some moisture, but up here they're coming out of the southwest around the edge of that high pressure system. And we do have a cold front coming in from the west, and you can kind of see the edge of it right here coming in on the satellite imagery. So that's going to bring some big time changes to our weather as we go through the next few days. So let's take a closer look at that. So that's that front right there coming in. Pretty potent storm system going through the midsection and the northeast section of the United States. So it's going to be pretty much a warm system largely for most of these folks. Maybe some freezing rain up in New England and mixed precipitation elsewhere and snow staying way up in Canada. But there's two fronts coming. You see the first one here and the second one. This is an Arctic front coming in right behind it. So we get to Sunday. You can see the first front getting to Florida and the Arctic front catching up behind it. Then when we get to Monday, the first of the week, that front now pulls all the way through the state of Florida, down into the Florida Keys. This front is going to stall, and then a low pressure system is going to develop out over the Gulf and start moving our direction in the middle part of the week. And there's still some uncertainty in exactly how that's going to evolve. It is going to affect our forecast. We're going to see some big changes. We're going to see the temperatures. That's going to be a big change. You're going to really notice that. We're also going to see those rain chances coming up. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that the National Weather Service is watching. There will be record high temperatures today. There could be some patchy dense fog one more time tomorrow morning, especially inland locations, and we may even have some more incidents of that super fog if we have any prescribed burns still smoldering out there, especially on the west side of the county. But those winds are going to pick up Sunday, so you're going to see the winds gusting, especially those offshore waters. That's why the small craft advisory is going to be in place. And then we're going to see some cooler temperatures coming in towards the beginning part of this week. And so a quick look at those temperatures in Palm Coast. We're looking at a temperature bottoming out at 51 degrees, but then things start to change as we go towards the middle part and the end of the week. We'll take a closer look at those temperatures in just a minute. Right here, this is the drought monitor. Right now, we are under moderate drought, so we do need that rainfall. So let's talk about the rainfall right now. So for today, it's going to be dry. Now, tonight, there's a very low chance, like a 20% chance of catching the odd shower as that front blows through here. Now, into Sunday, those rain chances going to stay with us. Maybe a little bit better chances right along the beaches, but about a 25% chance of showers, especially 95 eastward. Further inland, maybe about 15% chance of a shower or two on Sunday as that front comes through. And then tomorrow night, those rain chances dry up as that front pushes off to the south. Then we stay pretty much dry through the middle part of the week. But when we get to Tuesday, we start to see a very slight chance of the odd shower at the beaches. When we get to Wednesday, rain chances start to kick up. 40% chances at the beaches and about 30% chance inland as the onshore flow begins to develop. When we get to Wednesday night, we see those rain chances get up to about 50% for the county. So rain chances increase further, and then we're going to see rain chances hovering about 40 to 50% through Thursday. Into Thursday night, though, we see those rain chances fade away as that front and storm system pulls away from us. And as that storm system pulls away from us, it can actually pull some cooler air in behind it. We see those rain chances basically evaporate by Friday. So let's go ahead and talk about temperature now. How cold is it going to get? Today will be a warm day. High temperatures up into those 80s pretty easy. Tonight, down right near 60 degrees. Again, some of that fog could form again tonight. Some of it could be very locally dense. High temperature getting into the lower 70s maybe on Sunday. And there'll be more cloud cover around and perhaps a few showers. When we get into Monday morning now, we're down in the 40s. 47 degrees, 48 Palm Coast, in the lower 50s at the beaches. So we're going to see those temperatures come down quite a bit. And then as we get into Monday, high temperatures just getting into the mid-60s. Get into Monday night, Tuesday morning, we're back down in the 40s. And as we get into Tuesday, high temperatures again, mid 60s or so, maybe some upper 60s. And as we get into, we're staying pretty much steady, lows near 50, and then highs generally in the 60s as we go through the middle part of the week. So the coldest weather is going to miss us. But then when we get to Thursday, high temperatures are going to struggle to make 60. So we're talking about a high temperature right around 60 degrees on Thursday. Thursday night, let's see here. Sorry, wrong map. Here we go. Thursday night, we're down in the 30s, potentially a freeze in some inland locations. Friday morning, 33 out there by Mondex, 33 Cody's Corner, Palm Coast about 35, Flagler Beach, Marineland about 40, Beverly Beach 40, and the mid-30s along that US 1 FEC corridor. So much colder temperatures in the offing at the end of the week. So that's Friday. And then high temperatures Friday, just struggling to get to 60 degrees, maybe 58, 59 degrees. And then Friday night, Saturday morning, back down into the 30s, quite chilly, but it'll be warming up Saturday as we get into that weekend. Potentially another weather system closing in on us this weekend. Too early to talk about that, so most likely we'll be here Wednesday to take a closer look when we get to that. So let's talk about wind chills real quick. Don't really see any significant problems with wind chills here. Hang on, let's see here. That's the wrong one. Wind chill, there we go. So we might see wind chills down in the 20s Friday morning. That looks to be the coldest wind chills. The rest of it generally in the 50s and 40s. We're not looking at anything real significant there. Let's go back to precipitation and let's talk about how much rain are we going to get. So 7-day storm total, maybe a half inch. We're not talking about a lot of rain, but we'll take any rain we can get because we need it badly. So let's take a look further into the future. How are things looking? So this is the January 15th to January 19th outlook. And we're looking at temperatures to be trending below normal. Matter of fact, a 55% chance of below normal temperatures. And precipitation, we're going to be looking at generally about normal. So, which is really not a lot for in this time of year. So let's go further into the future. Let's take a look at what's happening as we go from the 17th of January into January 23. Still trending below normal temperatures, but they are easing off by that time. Precipitation chances, if I can get that to load, still right about normal. So we're not looking at a lot of precipitation, if any at all, getting into the next weekend. So it looks like a pretty good cool snap at the end of the week as we go through the week here coming up. So to wrap things up, one more warm day. That is today. Tonight, maybe some fog once again, maybe the odd shower. Sunday, risk of a few showers. Not looking at thunderstorms right now. If that changes, we'll let you know. Maybe some fog in the morning, but temperatures not quite as warm as they are today, about 7 in the 70s. And then things cool down Monday, Tuesday, but not crazy cold. When we get, and then some unsettled weather moves our way. Looks like right now, Tuesday night through Thursday, looks like some rain chances get into the picture. And right now, about a 40 to 50% chance, but we will be monitoring that to see if the Weather Service changes those chances. They could certainly increase that or decrease it depending how things play out. And then as we get to the end of the week, potentially another freeze, maybe Friday morning. It's going to get close. We'll have to see how that shakes out. And then a pretty cool, and at least right now, looks like a settled weekend next weekend. So that's going to wrap it up. Again, if you're just coming on and you missed a forecast, you can rewind this at any time. We'll also be putting up the YouTube link. So most likely coming back on here Wednesday to give you an update on what's going on with the midweek and weekend weather. Everybody have a great day, and thank you for tuning in.